Hey guys, we're back. Started the music cutting out. There's an issue. I gotta fix that. But anyways, hope it wasn't too boring. Just staring at the loading screen. Travis.
Yeah. So you guys have managed to ward off some pirates and rope in some bitch.
Look, if it wasn't for us, he'd be dead.
Yeah.
So,
And Nina
and for us, he may also be dead.
and Nina, in a slightly uncharacteristic move, wants to immediately waterboard him. But you guys have pulled aside into a huddle.
Yep.
What's going on?
Yeah, I'm like wringing my clothes out, and
I'm not.
I say, yeah, and I'm flicking the water towards Fawn. But
Sure.
guys, I think listen, he's a sailor. He's just a crewman. Pirating's just another gig. Just like, you know, you take up with a merchant's wagon as a guard, and who cares if the merchant's crooked or not? It's if it pays well. His ship left him. He's clearly not going to tell us easily. So I'd say that honey works better than the stick this time. I'd like us to at least get him to be a little less threatened by us, and maybe I can work a little bit of my persuasive magic on him. We're going to be floundering in the water here for some time until we get the boat repaired, so...
Well, you can have a try, Durian, but I'm telling you this now. I pulled him out of the water. If he isn't going to cooperate, he's going to go back in.
That's fine. I still think he's worth something, even if we can't get him to talk immediately, because he will have information, and he's our ticket towards our payday. So the only ticket we have right now. So to throw it away if he doesn't immediately cooperate is a little foolish. Listen,
No,
I'm not above.
I'm saying, even after everything, he still doesn't cooperate. I'm going to throw his ass in the water.
Well, we'll see if it comes to that. I'm not above getting rough with him, and I'd rather get rough with him on the deck up here before we throw him in the water. But all that said, let me try the honey approach and at least play along. All right?
Just remember, this guy's associated with the Black Fang. You know how hard it was to even get that little shit to talk.
Yeah, but that guy,
I
that
think he's a
gnome,
bit higher up the chain than this guy is.
yeah.
True. But, you know, just quick word of warning.
Better go oil that armor before it salts over and you're all stiff, Nina.
Yeah, one could say the same to your armor, but hey.
Probably. Listen, let's give it. Let's tend to ourselves for the half hour. Leave him on deck. I'll go speak to the captain, and we'll go talk to him together in a little bit. Let him cool his heels a little bit. Take pleasure in being alive rather than drowned.
You should do it by yourself at first. If you need us to rough him up afterwards, that's not working, then we can step in. But I'd say you go in by yourself.
Okay, fair enough.
Maybe
I at least want us to be on the same page for it. So
Yeah, we'll go in,
Like-
work your magic, work your honey, and then if it works or doesn't, come back and tell us.
also, like, I know this seems like a very thing that we go over all the time, but once you're done, I sort of look, who's like most wounded out of all of us? Besides
Me.
the fact that Durian
Durian.
obviously has.
Durian.
Not me.
Durian obviously has things, but...
I took a lot of
Even
hits.
though-
You guys didn't take many hits.
I'm
I
not.
took
You
a
guys-
shitload of hits.
Durian for sure is the most hurt.
I got hit by a ballista.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I'm already down 27 hit points.
Nina, I can't. I want to, in case something more happens today, I don't want to
Yeah.
throw
Just-
away all my abilities. I can only do so much in one day before it
Just make
leaves
sure
me.
that-
So.
Just make sure by the end of the day you treat the captain or yourself or other people.
Well, Captain's on his feet. He'll be all right.
Yeah, but we need him to stay on the feet.
Yeah, I got it. So, ready, break. And Travis, I'm gonna go and speak to the captain, wherever he's directing orders.
Okay. Yeah, he's working with a couple of his guys, trying to just basically fix the steering wheel at this point. It got torn up pretty bad. Basically the wheel is set into a socket that turns a coil of ropes, which in turn turns the rudder. And these big ropes got frayed. They're re-looping and repairing the ropes and trying to get enough of a wheel repaired that they can actually turn the ship.
Captain,
Yes, Durian.
how bad is it?
It's gonna take us a good couple hours at least.
Yeah, I figured as much.
I mean, we've got plenty of rope. We can nail together enough of wheel to be able to navigate.
Captain, if I get information out of this sailor, I'd like to go and pursue this boat and be on the attack rather than defense. How do you feel about that?
Well,
It's your ship in the end.
I mean, we're gonna have to bury Brian at sea. I'd rather get the bastards that did this. But you've got to understand, my men aren't warriors. That's what you're along for. Our ship can move a lot faster than we have been. And I'm willing to take you close and work with you, but if they get past you or around you and start coming after us,
It was touch and go, but you saw, we're all standing. Sorry to hear about your crew member. I hadn't seen it, but we're all standing, and a lot of them are not. We know our work.
I know, but look, I don't know where these people are. That's what we've got to find out first.
Yeah, I'll work on it. By your leave, I'd like to give this captive some rations, get him fed. I think that'll put him in a better mood.
Hey, whatever you need to get him talking.
Good.
I mean, then, we can dump him later.
Absolutely. Maybe a little bit cut up too, but we'll get to that. Captain,
Sharks will get him eventually.
Do you keep a stash of rum or anything? For the crew members, keep them all happy.
We came prepared. We've got a barrel down. Actually, Durin, you know this. They've had rum.
Okay, I say.
He just laughs.
They're
He's
ready.
Yeah. Okay.
we have a little bit left, buddy.
Yeah. So I go down below decks and grab a couple jugs of whatever we use to drink out of, and
Yeah.
tap some rum into it.
Sure.
And,
Yeah, you fill up a bottle and come back up.
I get some rations too, just a little bit of food or whatever, and
Cool.
go up and I don't say anything. I just sort of plop down sitting next to the guy.
Yeah. So first of all, you come back up and you notice that this guy, as you approach him, is actually singing to himself. He's just got kind of his eyes closed and he's swaying against the mast as the ship rocks. Well, I used to be a farmer and I made a living fine. I had a little stretch of land along the Arbor line. But times they got tough, and though I tried, the money wasn't there. The bankers came and took my land and told me fair is fair. He's just kind of singing to himself.
Yeah, do I know the song? Is it a popular a commoner's ballad?
Why
Top
don't
50 pop
you?
hits.
Why don't you? It's certainly not common because it's a pirate song. But why don't you roll me a bardic knowledge check?
I think that's the. Let me make sure it's 11.
5, yeah.
Let me make sure about the. I can never remember. Int mod plus level 9 and int mod. So it's 10. So 24, not 25.
Okay, you actually know the next few lines.
Did you send it to me?
I did.
Where?
Through the internet.
I don't see anything.
Look on Skype. Sorry.
I see Josh and Allison. I don't see
Look
anything.
on private Skype.
Got it. Thank you. Thank you.
All Carter.
Yeah, so you
so
hear,
I sit down next to him, I cock an ear, and I go, well,
and you heard money wasn't there. The bankers came and took my land and told me fair is fair.
I look over at him and I wink and I say, I looked for every kind of job. They answer always no. Hire you now, they'd always laugh. We just let 20 go. Ha ha.
The government they promised me measly little sum.
But I've got too much pride to end up just another bum.
Then I thought, who gives a damn if all the jobs are gone?
I'm gonna be a pirate on the River Saskatchewan.
Arr!
I just pass him the cup at that.
He's like tied up.
Yeah, no.
So you
I
just
like,
tip it in?
No. I tip it. I go to tip it. I'm like, I think you can handle your rum yourself. And I reach back and I'm gonna pull out his arm from the bindings. They
Yeah,
might
yeah.
loosen.
You undo the rope a bit because I mean you guys tied up
Just
pretty-
enough to
Yeah.
sort of do one of these deals. Sailor, I bet you're a bit thirsty and hungry. I got something for you.
Hey, if you're willing to waste the food before you drop me in the sea.
Who said anything about dropping you in the sea? She's a bit hot-headed sometime. You can't pay her mind. She thinks with her sword and her metal first.
Well, you would know human bitches better than I do. He kind of salutes you. He's an elven man, by the way.
Yeah. I say, I've known more of your kind, though, in my time. Bit of a bard, traveler myself. I haven't heard that song in a while.
Just a traveler, eh?
I dabble elsewhere. Gotta make my living, right?
Well, yeah.
Listen, I don't know your story and I don't care about it. And at this point, your ship's sailed off. And you're either going
to the
in
bright blue yonder, eh?
you're either going in the drink or just somehow scrape through this and find somewhere else to make your ends meet. Am I right?
Look, what do you want? Because I think I know how this is going to end.
No. I don't think you have any idea. But I do have to say that I don't mean you any harm. I really don't.
And does no one else?
I didn't say that. I said I don't mean you any harm. And I'm in charge here. Captain's got his ship, but in terms of calling the shots on muscle, I'm in charge.
So what if a captain wants to toss me off?
Captain's got his old livelihood to look out for. He's a ship. He's got cargo on board. He needs muscle. We're the muscle. I mean, and right now the ship's not going anywhere. So in terms of who's in charge, well, I've got the muscle, and we have an agreement. It's a profitable one for both of us.
So, what part of this agreement has me not taking a dip in the drink?
I'll let
Boy,
you know.
you gotta be quicker than that.
Let's just say that it doesn't have to be this way, and
I'm sure it doesn't have to be.
We'll
Doesn't
talk-
mean it ain't gonna be.
we're gonna be at least sitting here for a while, wallowing and without a rudder to take us anywhere. So you just relax, drink up
I'll
an ice
try,
swig.
try and enjoy my last meal.
Oh, I don't know. I can go get you another one now and just prove you wrong that it was your last.
Second last. Thanks, smartass.
Listen, I really liked your song, and I'm sorry, Travis. I was thinking this, and I was not. Can we go to Zoom to somebody else while I'm talking about this?
Well, you were just about to step away, it sounded like. So how do you finish the conversation?
Oh well, I like the song. I hadn't heard in a long time. I wanted to wanted to recite a little poem about you. Poem's more my thing than singing, but I think you'll like this one. It might pick at the right heartstrings.
Great, a meal and a show before the drink. He just holds up his glass to you and swigs it down. So yeah, why don't we zoom to the rest of the party? So Fawn, what are you doing right now?
I I would have been watching the interaction between Durian and this pirate dude because I assume. Well, actually, what were you talking in? Were you speaking in Elvish or Common?
Elvish,
Because
he's
he
Elven.
insulted Nina. Okay, so I would understand. So I probably would have been listening, slightly bemused by what they were talking about and listening to weird drunk people sing.
Cool. So
Well,
you're
maybe not
watching
drunk,
as one of the crewmen like starts dragging the harpy body toward the edge of the ship.
Okay. I would be interested in, I guess, oh, sorry. I guess checking its body, like stopping him before he threw it overboard and checking its body to see, like, what this creature is, like, to understand it, like weird winged ladies.
Yeah. So yeah, you stop over. Oh, what?
Hold on a minute. I want to look at that before you throw it over. How about I do it for you?
Another woman on board. I mean, no offense, ma'am, but we got 3 of them already. This one might be dead, but the 4th one's gotta be worse luck.
I'm sorry? So you're not going to let me see it?
It's all
Well, I'm
yours.
most likely the one
tell
that
you
killed
what. He like puts his hands up and says, "Throw her off when you're done."
I
And he
will,
just
thank
walks
you.
away.
I stare at it. I give him, like, the death stare as he walks away, like, go fuck yourself.
He doesn't like look back at you at all.
Good. I'll throw him overboard next time. So I guess I want to kind of, like, look at it and see if there's anything interesting about it besides the fact that it has, like, weird-ass wings and shit.
Yeah. So I mean, you see. Let me pull up.
Or maybe does it have any markings or
Yeah. So let me
anything that seems out of place for a winged
just a sec.
chick?
Yeah, so you see basically a humanoid-looking body with, like, yellow clawed hands and feet, like long kind of fingers with claws at the end, digitigrade legs, and brown feathery wings sprouting off the back, and kind of like feathery-looking hair that's swept back. It's got kind of a pointed face and some leather armor, but I mean, that's what you see. That's what it looks like.
Okay.
I guess, what are you looking for specifically?
I guess anything that would seem off about them if it looks like they might have a weakness of some sort, or again, like I mentioned.
There is no flashing red spot.
Okay, they're just creepy winged
Yeah,
things.
they look like if you put enough arrows into them, they probably die.
I learned that very quickly. Yes.
Yeah.
I guess she wasn't there for the Chimera thing. I was gonna say you could just do the Chimera thing and just aim for the wing. It can't fly.
Wasn't there. That was my old
Wasn't
character that
Nina's
died.
not there. Don't give her out of character
Yeah.
advice.
If I can't, I guess, I don't know if she's actually wearing clothing or not, but if she is, can I search her?
Looks just like the picture. So she's wearing like a leather armored dress, basically.
Okay. I'm not going to be all creepy and remove that, so I'm just going to kick her overboard then after,
Okay.
looking to see what she looks like up close. Be like,
And it's
all
got
right,
like
that's
some
enough.
pockets, but
Pockets? Never mind, I'm checking the pockets.
okay,
Terrible.
yeah, she doesn't have anything in.
Damn it. Okay, I kick her overboard then.
Okay, yeah, you just drag her to the edge and
Yep.
flop her overboard. Body just tumbles into the water and floats there a bit.
Good.
You guys sail past. It just kind of floats there for a while because you guys aren't moving very much.
Well, I watch and make sure nothing weird happens, like somehow she becomes alive again when she's in the water. And if nothing happens, I go on about doing whatever I was doing before.
Okay. Nina, where are you during all this?
Actually on my way to see Caven, oddly enough.
Okay, yeah, Caben, where are you then?
I guess wringing out my clothes, armor, whatnot.
Okay, yeah, so you're kind of up on like the forecastle, just wringing out your clothes, and Swiftwind, spy you, said, "Did I do a good job? What took so long? I thought you were going to call upon my services more quickly."
Well, you were our... The plan was if they jetted out, we were going to use you to, I guess, bring them back or get a hold of them, but I wasn't expecting it pulled into the water.
Yes, I'm sure that was not the plan, of course.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't mind, you would ask me. Saying you would use me as...
Oh,
seems
I'm
a
sorry.
bit rude,
I'm sorry.
sir.
I'm sorry. It's
Of course, I'm
yes.
pledged to help you.
It's a colloquialism. I
That's
don't mean in a use you as a tool sort of way, but
Yes.
yet we would. Yes, I'll ask. I'll
I
keep that
just
in
want to point out that I am not a pack animal.
mind. Understood. I'll try to use better words next time.
Excellent. Thank you, my liege. Ah, yes, the Nina is coming this way.
Oh,
Please tell Nina Alia that I am rather thankful she was able to pull both you and Durian back on board.
yeah, me too.
I meant that literally. She cannot understand me.
Yep. I'll tell her.
I literally start heading towards them.
Yeah, I mean, you're there. You like
You're
walk up as
already
you're
there.
saying.
Hey, Kevin.
Hey, Nina.
I look, what is he currently doing?
I'm.
He's wringing out his armor and
wringing out my
talking to
armor and
Swiftwind.
clothes, talking to Swiftwind. So just what Joe said.
Alright, so, hey, can I borrow the ring for a second? There's something I want to ask Swiftwind.
Yeah, sure. Well, I guess I'll turn to Swiftwind. Like, looks like you can tell her yourself, and I pass the ring over.
So I look at the ring for a second because this is the first time I've actually had it.
Yeah.
I put it on
So
and
you put it on your finger, Nina, and then you
You
talk.
feel a searing pain,
no.
as though a portion of your soul has been sealed into the ring.
And I become a ring
It
wraith.
literally
Yeah.
burns off your finger that you put it on.
I become Sauron, the Dark One, chaotic evil. I kill everyone on the ship. GG. But so how does this work, Haven? I just
You put it on.
focus on it.
Just talk. Talk to Swiftwind.
Hello.
Ah, yes, Nina, my dear. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Well, properly, I must add.
Indeed, it's an honor, Swiftwind.
I would think so. What can I do for you, my dear?
I have a favor to ask. Should we run into the pirates again?
Yes, of course. What may I do?
I'd like your aid in getting onto their ship.
Oh?
Yeah,
Do you just want to climb on back? I'm afraid I don't have the leather contraptions you bipeds usually use.
it should be fine. All I need is just to hold on long enough and then to let go.
Excellent. I'll just fly you over, do a barrel roll, and, well, you can land gracefully, I'm sure.
I'm sure I could. But,
Miss Nina,
that's
I am
fine.
joking. I am, of course, capable of slowing down a bit and maybe rearing up and giving you a more graceful dismount.
so when he hears he's joking, I sort of giggle. I'm like, the last fight, I was pretty much not really able to help besides pulling people
Yes,
into the
I saw
water.
you in the water a bit. That did not look comfortable. I must admit, when Durian asked me for help, I wasn't sure what to do. I mean, if I get waterlogged, well, I'm not sure I'd be able to take off again.
Yeah, I also sort of realized that. That's why
I mean, don't
But
get
it's
me
like-
wrong, I can swim quite excellently, but I can't get back into the air, and, well, there isn't really a shore to walk back up on.
how are you though? You weren't hurt in the fast fight, were you?
No, not at all. I feel like I may have stubbed my hoof a bit when clopping on that guy's head. Eh, small price, eh?
Swiftwind, I'll be honest with you. Doing this favor for me, it's going to be dangerous. They have very big crossbows.
My dear, I have been asking Cayman to let me get into the fight for days now. He's rather obstinate, is he not? I didn't say that, but
That's secret safe with me, Swiftwind.
excellent, excellent.
I just want to make sure you know the risk before agreeing. That's all.
Yes, of course. I owe Cayman my life. It's not a debt that is paid easily.
I just nod. Well,
The puppy
Oh,
noises are killing me.
I
In
know,
a good
but
way. In a good way.
In a good way. Killing with cuteness.
they're adorable except for when they scream at the top of their lungs. But it's like, well, I'll let you get some rest then, and
Excellent. Well, I wasn't really tasked, but yes, thank you, my dear.
I slowly take off the ring and I give it back to Cape and like, thank you, and try not to hit the water again. Trying to save one of you was hard enough, but 3 was very tiring.
Are you serious?
No, I'm just saying, like, the Minotaur itself was a hard task to
I
drag
just
into
turned
the
my
water.
back to Nina,
It's like,
muttering
maybe
about
we should take the crow's nest next time.
muttering about nets, and she fell off and. Blah, blah, blah.
I just like shrug, I'm like, well, have fun? Question mark. I walk back into like where everyone else is.
Cool. So, why don't we flip back to Durian? So you've had a second to look into your poem repertoire.
Yeah, and throughout, I mean, I wasn't like not talking, I wasn't thinking, but we were like
Yeah,
just
like this is what was
cheersing,
going on simultaneously.
sitting, looking out at the sea, kind of drinking or whatever, and I say, friend, I don't even know what to call you.
Well,
John.
What does it matter? I'm Tarad.
John Smith.
I'm Terry.
Will Smith. No.
Tarad with a D.
No, I know. I say Tarad. I'm Durian.
Yeah.
Wish we met under better circumstances. You seem like a good drinking buddy.
One of the best.
I don't know.
You know that song was true for me. Wanted to be a farmer like my father.
Hmm.
Don't always get what we want, do we?
Hmm. I wish I could sympathize, but I
Damn,
wanted
that's
nothing.
something-
I wanted nothing better to get into way from my father's business.
Oh, what'd he do?
He was he owned a little trading post, a general store of sorts in a backwater where I was born.
Sounds like a good business to me. People
He did-
always need shit, as long as you can keep them from stealing it.
Yeah, but Tarad, look at me. The story's not so simple as all that, of course. And I couldn't be comfortable just back at home.
Oh, you seem to be doing alright. Armor made of flowers, nice rapier. Clothes are a bit shot up, but I'm sure you can afford new ones.
Yeah, whoever's hit, man, the ballista, man, put a nice hole in me.
Yeah, that would be Rillick. He's a good shot.
Yeah, I can appreciate that. Took me a while to get with.
If you see him again, you're gonna cut his bloody head off.
Well, but
I don't
that's-
blame you. Guy's an asshole. I don't
Yeah, exactly. Hey,
He's a
the
bloody good shot, though.
laws of the open sea, right? Shot or be shot. Burn or be burned. Listen, I don't mean
I'd
to make
rather
it.
swim than burn, personally.
That's always an
Just
option.
if you give me preference.
Maybe I will give you that preference. But you know, it's touching to hear that you. I don't know about touching, but it's good to hear that you had. There's more to the story than just the song. So it actually reminded me of a poem, actually, something I recite to myself every once in a while. If you'd indulge me.
Oh, aye. Go right ahead.
So I begin to chant, Travis. And I'm casting Fascinate, but I'll chant it first. I say, Durian sits back a minute, he kind of sips, and then he looks out at the sky, kind of like, or just off the bow to the, to his side, and says kind of quietly, what pleasant visions haunt me as I gaze upon the sea. All the old romantic legends, all my dreams come back to me. Sails of silk and ropes of sandal, such as gleam in ancient lore. And the singing of the sailors and the answer from the shore. Most of all, the Spanish ballad haunts me oft and tarries long, of the noble Count Arnaldos and the sailor's mystic song. Like the long waves on the sea beach, where the sand as silver shines, and a soft, monotonous cadence flow its unrhymed lyric lines, telling how Count Arnaldos, with his hawk upon his hand, saw a fair and stately galley stealing onward to the land. How he heard the ancient helmsman chant a song so wild and clear that the sailing seabird slowly poised upon the mast to hear, till his soul was full of longing, and he cried with impulse strong, Helmsman, for the love of heaven, teach me too that wondrous song. Wouldest thou, so the helmsman answered, learn the secret of the sea? Only those who brave its dangers comprehend its mystery. In each sail that skims the horizon, in each landward blowing breeze, I behold that stately galley, and hear those mournful melodies.
Very nice. And what was that piece?
By the Seaside, Longfellow, Henry Wadsworth Longfellow.
Nice.
Sir Durian Burr,
Sir Durian Burr.
originally composed.
That
Was a good one. A good one. I had to find a good one though. But yeah. But I recite this to him, but I'm also casting Fascinate.
Okay, yeah, definitely. So, what is how is that DC set? Is it
To
a
use the
perform-
ability, a bard makes a perform check. His check result is the DC for each affected creature's will save against the effect. Okay? So I
Okay,
need to make a check. Roll D20, and it's perform oratory. Wow. Man, I've got a good bonus to this.
Yeah.
I don't get a
ridiculous.
bonus passively for Aspect of the Nightingale, do I? I have to activate it specifically.
Yes. Okay, so what?
Is that right?
Yeah, you need to like activate the ability.
Okay, good. I did. Well, I didn't. That's fine. That was
Okay, cool.
weird.
And is this a will save? I must assume.
So that's the DC is 29,
Oh yeah, it fails.
and I mean, and then I'll tell you what it is. It's will save. Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Fails.
Okay.
He did not roll a nat 20, which is kind of what I figured he would.
Yeah. If its saving throw fails, creature sits quietly and listens to the song, taking no other actions for as long as the bard continues to play and concentrate. Maximum of 1 round per level. While fascinated, target takes -4 penalty skill checks as reactions, such as listen and spot.
Blah blah blah. He's enthralled.
Great.
'Cause I
So
think I know where this is leading.
yeah. So then I make a suggestion to him, another bardic
Yeah.
ability, and this is at the point I stopped in the poem, and I say,
Is this a bardic ability, or does it work as the spell?
so suggestion. In a perform skill, blah, 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 a number of ranks can make a suggestion as the spell to a creature that he has already fascinated. Using this ability does not break the bard's concentration on the fascinate effect, nor does it allow a second saving throw against the fascinated effect. Making a suggestion doesn't count against the bard's daily limit on bardic music performances. A will saving throw, DC 10 plus half the bard's level plus bard's charisma modifier negates the effect. So you do
Okay.
get it.
Yep. So he gets another will save against the suggestion, but he's still fascinated. Cool.
Yeah, right.
So what is that DC? Always round
DC
down.
10, plus 5, plus...
Round down.
Oh, I think you said round up. I'm sorry, I missed...
Nope. Always round down.
God, I just misheard you, that's all.
That's fine. So 17, right?
10 plus 4 plus 3. Yep.
17. And he is a +1. Okay.
Okay, and I say, I pause there and I say, Tarad, listen, it doesn't have to end badly for you. Why don't you just tell us where your friends are sailing off to? We'll sail to them and it'd be gold in your pockets.
What? So you can bury me at sea with it?
You'll make it off alive. Only if you can tell us where they go, though.
Roll me a persuade check.
Diplomacy? Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, I'm like I
No.
never remember what they renamed this shit to.
26. If only I did all these great rolls while jumping.
Yeah, no shit, right? It's like, look, I ain't asking for much. Just put me off somewhere with land. That's all I want. Don't care. The tiniest little spot. Don't care.
Tarad, what about what I want?
I'll tell you what you need to know, but I gotta have your word, man. I mean blood-bond word. I don't know if it'll mean much or anything to you, but
I stare at him a moment. And I say, I think we can get you off land. But I need to hear your information first. I'm in the bargaining position, Tarad. We're on equal footing right now, but
oh. And are you intending to help him or not?
I mean, do I have to declare that, Travis?
Because you're either rolling a bluff or you're not.
Did the suggestion fail then?
Yeah.
Okay.
You rolled an 18 on the save.
Son of a bitch. Okay, so I am, but he's still fascinated, so he's at least lulled a bit. I'm gonna make good on my promise.
Okay.
At this point in time, I see myself, my
Sure.
intention being.
So
make good
you've
on the
rolled a
promise.
persuade check. So as long as Durian is going to make a good faith effort
Yeah,
to
no.
make good on this, then he is not lying.
Unless, if, for example, if we're going towards some island and
He
this
asked
is
for a spot of land, doesn't care
Yeah.
where it is.
got it, yeah.
Okay, so
I'm
okay,
being honest in that effort.
sure. Cool. So he looks at you and says, "Look, mate, I'll go back to father. I don't care. This has not been a fun few months. We were told Black Fang needed more muscle, you know? Good way to make some coin. It's down my luck. Grew up along a river, so I served on a few boats while the crops were turning. I didn't think it would be like this. Look, I don't know what you're looking for, though. What do you want to know?
Where are the pirates operating out of? Where's your former crew operating out of?
Well, I mean, we were on the boat.
Where did the boat dock when it needed supplies?
Look, there's a little cove, alright, on an island. They got kind of a setup there. Few ships that were grounded. Yanked them in, nailed them together. Kind of a ship base, but law rum and, well, couple people there that might be what you was looking for.
How many days sail from here?
From here, depends on the winds, really. 4 or 6 days, maybe.
Direction?
I can look you on a map.
Terry,
Look,
you
gotta promise me, mate. You gotta promise me. Just put me off on a strip of land. I don't care if it's a 10-foot beach with a coconut tree and that's it. Just give me a chance, mate.
Jared, I can give you a chance up to the point you step foot off of the ship. I can do that for you. And from there, it's on you.
That's fine. I'll take it. Leave me 10-foot rope to hang myself rather than starve. That'd be great.
I'll do better than that for you. You at least got to know that. Listen, you and I came from similar places. I feel for you. So I put my hand out to shake it.
Hey, blood pack, mate. I'm serious.
I pull out a dagger then.
Okay. He holds out his hand.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just. Okay.
I slice
to
my
your own.
hand.
All right, you take 1 hit point of damage.
You now
You gave
have
me a full. Ugh.
you now have scurvy. Congratulations.
I actually had 1 hit point. I'm dead. I can't.
If you were 1 hit point, you take nothing.
Okay, no.
Were
It
you
was fine.
actually?
No, I
It's
was.
like you would. No, you healed. Fuck you. You healed yourself. You're fine.
Yeah, I'm fine. I was kidding. I got you there though, but I'm
Yeah.
fine. Yeah. I do that. I shake
Yes.
with him and I say, "I'll do better than a strip of
He,
land."
he
but
grips you with like
yeah.
the grip of a scared dying man.
I look him in the eye and say, "I'll see you all right." As I said, it's up to you afterwards, and I'll put you somewhere that at least has food and water and perhaps some pretty women to say hi to.
You ain't know the highlands around here, mate.
Well, we don't know where we're heading next, but
Alright.
we shook on it, right?
Aye, aye.
I go and I cut his ropes off.
Okay, he stands up, kind of dries his hand off on whatever clothing that's probably still wet that he's wearing. Says, "All right, map and a direction for my my life at least."
Yeah, I don't think you want to dive overboard at this point. You've got a pretty good promise riding on you right now, so come on, let's go find a map.
I can't swim. I'll end up like that Minotaur.
What's a farmer's boy getting on a boat and going pirating when he can't swim? And I just sort of laugh, like,
You should have seen a river I grew up by, mate. It's a little too fast, you know.
oh, I got you. Nah, I grew up landlocked, and I chatter with him, but I lead him down to the where the captain is,
Yeah. So
and I tell him to wait outside, and I go speak to the captain and ask for a map. We don't need to role play it if you don't want
Yeah.
to.
no, you go in. Captain looks at you and says, "So, where are we heading?"
We got an agreement.
An agreement. What do you mean?
It's a cove on an island.
Great. Get him to point it out and then toss him over.
Captain, he's not going over.
What? My men's dead.
Yeah, and 6 of theirs are dead. Well, several of their men and some of their flying bitches.
He
Captain,
kind of
this-
like looks because you're in the captain's quarters. And, did you like close the door behind you?
Yeah, I left him outside or whatever.
Look, it's bad enough luck having women on board. I have 3 of them now. We're fighting them too. Ugh.
We're not heading right out. We're going to get information on him, then we're going to go find somewhere to drop him off. They'll delay us, but they don't know that they're after us yet. We need time to repair.
This asshole does anything, I'm holding you responsible, and you both go for a swim.
Absolutely.
All right, you tell him that too.
I think, considering he can't swim, that his lot is tied with ours.
Only good pirate's a dead one. He like goes down by his desk and fetches out a map. You recognize like the horn of CN
Mm-hmm.
popping out, as well as some of the islands in the area.
Are you going to reveal?
Oh, map
apparently-
reveal.
Oh, a little dribbling reveal.
Yep, sorry. Meant to do
That's all we
this.
see on the map.
Oh, we've got that. What is this like?
These maps are
Swiss
incredibly
maps?
detailed. I know exactly well this plot of uninteresting ocean.
Fuck off. There we are.
Sweet. Cool.
What the heck?
I say
Oh, I found
Damn
my
it,
token.
stop. You're
Sorry,
not supposed to see those.
sorry. The mouse changed when I went over it. I'm sorry.
I didn't see anything, so I say, Captain, I'll have him mark it down on the maps for you. Have you watching, so you at least know it's not some bullshit.
Says, well, it might very well be bullshit. Might be a trap. Like I said, you're responsible for this asshole.
Got it. I peek my head out the door and I say, Tarad, Come on in.
He just nods and walks in. Sorry about your mate, Captain. He's just like staring at the floor.
Oh, Tarad, by the way, we both go into the drink if you fuck up. So you're
Just
with me, and
nods.
now I'm with you. And I don't think you want to throw me over because that doesn't give you shit. And I can swim.
Good, someone to grab onto.
Swim right away from you.
Right. Yeah, so, right, well, so you was looking for the place I described, eh?
The cove, yeah, where those ships are all grounded and tied together.
Alright, well, you want to go right about there. Northern side of Terrazet Island.
Can you ping that again? Sorry. Okay.
There, yes.
Okay. Captain, I'll leave you to your work. Tarad, come on, let's
Right.
stick with me. We're gonna update my friends and make sure they know the score. Just keep your mouth shut as much as you can. They tend to get a little mouthy.
He just nods and doesn't say anything.
Yeah. So I come out and I've got him along the ways, and I'm gonna.
Hey, Josh, can you say
Yo.
some stuff? Your mic is picking up noises.
Yeah.
He's like has a puppy. In
Noises
his-
and
yeah,
puppies.
Yeah, they're picking up noises, all right, Travis.
Yeah. No, your mic was adjusting, so it was going really
sorry.
loud.
Yeah, the fan.
So you're good now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go bring him to go see Caben first.
Okay. Yeah, he comes with you. Doesn't say
Yeah,
a word
yeah.
until you do anything.
Caben.
What do we got here?
Caben, this is Tarad. Tarad has given us directions about where we're going. Tarad gets his life as a result.
Sounds fair.
You see the elven man just nod.
Yeah. Where are you from, Tarad?
Good question.
Place
Sure.
and stuff.
Grew up in northern Arianish, southern Locust, depending on what lord you ask.
Might have someone else who wants to talk to you about that.
I'm like going.
Oh, okay, yeah. Just keep it to yourself then. Don't tell anyone else about that.
All right.
Yeah. Just you're telling us where we're going. What's there? How many people? What's going on?
More pirates. Hey, that's what you asked for.
Yeah, I'm just.
You want to go to pirates? So
I want an idea of what's gonna be. Not looking for a breakdown of everything, but how many ships? How many people?
well, I don't know. They never let me into the place proper. You know, only the command crews go in. You know, leave the rest of us out on the ships. But oh, supposed to be some people in there what's been given orders, you know?
Some people. All right.
The Black Fang, Tarad, you told me. That's where they are, right? How many of
Well-
them, of the Black Fang proper, are there?
Well, I mean, I guess we're all
Hey.
kind of are, but I don't know. I don't know. I never seen the leaders what's been in there. So
Mm.
Never heard rumor of a gnome, did you?
gnome on the high seas. I mean, there might be one or two on a couple of the ships, but I don't think anyone of power, you know. Heard the first mate talking with the captain one time.
Yeah. Sorry. So
This leader guy is something else, they say. Something ain't normal, you know.
what's not normal?
I didn't. I just caught the conversation. They weren't talking about him proper, but sounded like he ain't even, well, elven, human, anything normal.
Hmm.
It sounded like they was scared.
Hmm. As a side note, how much did your crew or did your captain have to pay a Minotaur to convince him to get on a sailing vessel for that long?
Oh, Minotaurs ain't bad sailors. As long as you get the one that knows how to balance himself properly. Yeah. Old Reggie couldn't swim too well, though.
And looks behind the boat.
We
You
would've
see,
hauled-
like, a floating Minotaur, because you guys are, like, still repairing the wheel.
we,
He's a ways
we,
up.
we couldn't. There's only so much weight we could pull up, and hey,
Oh, if it was
you know
him
the
or
law,
me,
man.
I'm glad you picked me. He'd eat you out of house and home, too.
Caben, Tarad and I have made a deal to see him safe, and which means he's my responsibility on this ship, and our fates are tied together, which means he's our responsibility now.
I ain't want nothing but just put me on dry land. Don't care where it is. Just give me a chance.
I'll do you a little bit better. I'm not that cruel, Tarad. I'm not going to put you on some tidal sandbar that's gone by evening.
You stay true to that, Terry. You don't have a problem with me. Or, I think, most anyone on the ship.
Oh, aye.
All right. Why don't you go make yourself scarce for the time being? I'll introduce you to the rest of the rest of my party anyway. Some point later.
I don't want to argue with you or nothing, but I'd kind of rather stay around you.
Yeah, that's fair. And I go back to the stern and by where the ballista is,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna settle in to take a nap.
Okay. Cool. So you just start lounging around and taking a nap.
Oh, and before I lean back as I get settled, and I close my eyes a second, and then I open them a minute, and I'm like, Terry, you don't have any weapons on you still, do you?
He's shaking. You see, he's settled to sit down right, a couple feet away from you, just sitting by the railing.
Please don't stab me. I'll make your life miserable. And I close my eyes as if to sleep or whatever, but I'm not really sleeping. I'm just kind of closing my eyes and being attentive, if you will.
Okay, you're specifically trying not to fall asleep.
Right.
Cool. No problem. All right. So yeah, after a couple hours, the captain and a couple of his crew members get the kind of like a spare wheel rigged up, or reassemble what they need to at least get the ship sailing. And he comes over to you, Durian, and says, "Hey, Durian," and he smacks you on the chest.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're underway. You kind of sneers down at Tara. You may want to tell the rest of your crew. And you look out and you see Nina, Fawn, and Caven are just kind of chilling on the deck.
Captain, where's the nearest, or at least inhabited land from here? How long a day's sail?
Well, Terzet Island, 4 to 6 days, depending on wind.
Yeah, and
We got to go to the north side, apparently. So
I got that. What are the other islands like in between that I saw on the map? Any of them habited?
no, probably by people like him.
Sorry, Durian caught me up, I guess, when he said, this grouping of the pirates, is this like a mobile, like just a bunch of ships grouped up, or is it like an actual base built on the island?
Caben, it's my understanding is it's just some several grounded shipwrecks that were built into a kind of
Okay.
ad hoc fortress.
Okay.
Captain, how long? If we were to head back to the mainland, how long a sail is that?
Back to where? Rippian?
Well,
You know, it was 8 days out here if we went full sail. Maybe 6 days back to Kanto, where we came out of port, 7 to Rippian.
Captain, can I have a word privately? Terry, you stay here a minute.
Durian, what's the issue?
So how seaworthy is the ship? Do we need repairs?
Ship's fine. I mean, we can rig together. The wheel only took a couple hours. Nothing else was really damaged. I mean, we had to put a couple patches in the sails, but we do that normally.
Can we go to your quarters and see the map, and if I can ask some questions?
All right.
So I guess we go down there.
Yeah.
I ask him, I say, how long to reach this point?
2 or 3 days.
Let's make for that first, because my guess would be, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but that if there was anybody approaching this northern side of Terazad Island, they would come this direction. Am I right?
Depends on where you're approaching from. If you're coming
Where-
from the north, you'd.
Well, I mean from where we'd be approaching from. This would be the fastest route, correct?
So he grabs and points and says, "Well, we're about here."
Mm.
So, I mean, fastest route is to just go straight this way.
What about going around the northern islands?
We can. It's going to add 5-6 days to the journey.
I'd like to throw them off both of our scent and also come from a direction they wouldn't expect.
In an act that
Well, I mean, if they were tracking us for a while, we were heading north. That'd be the direction I'd expect.
So he's saying we've been coming north? Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
because
so
you guys went out of Kanta, so you've been going this
Oh,
direction.
that way. Okay, cool. So he shows me that on the map. I say, well, why don't we change course and head for the east and south? Yeah, go around the southern island, drop our helpful friend off. Hopefully there's people around he can hook up with, and then come up from the south of the island.
We can, yeah. It'll add more time, but
More time to get our sails fixed and to get burned a bit.
sails are fine. They're patched up. We're ready to go. We've got plenty of rations. We can go that way. It's up to you.
Captain, I only know so much. I can look at a map and say can guess at what people would or adversaries would or would not expect. But I need to know about the sailing time and whether you think this would actually work as captains think on the sea. Where would I go to get on Terazad Island to come from a direction they would not be expecting?
I can't tell you that. I'm not them. I don't know what way they'd think. Straightest shot is 4 to 6 days right through the channel.
Mm.
We could go north. That's the direction we were already heading in. That's, 8 to 10. We go around south. That's 11, 15 maybe. We go south around all the islands. Especially as
You're a little
asshole
banged
yours
up.
said it was north, so
You're a little banged up. I'm a little banged up. In fact, we're both more than a little banged up. I think a little bit extra time on the sea will do us better rather than worse.
also
recommend
increases
with
the
your-
chances we hit another ship. Something to consider.
As far as our captive led on, we as far as he led on, we did not that they did not mark us for more than we were. They came by to decimate our crew and to make the pickings for cargo easier later on. They wouldn't expect us to come hunting for us, I don't think.
It's up to you. The choice is yours. quick route, medium route, slow route.
Captain, why don't we take the slow route? But we're not going to stop off and drop off our friend Tarrant. We're going to keep him on the ship for the time being. Because in the worst case scenario, he gets off on land, tells some of his other pirate friends that we're around, makes his way back on the ship by giving our position up.
This is why I'm advocating the slit throat and dump off.
No, I made him a promise. I'm just delaying the promise.
And that's fine. Alright? He's your responsibility. We got plenty of food.
He's our responsibility, my party's. I don't think they're going to let you slit my throat either, without them having to go overboard too. And then we got a big mess on our hands. Nobody wants that, right, Captain?
Yeah, a lot of people swimming and me sailing away.
I'm doing
He
some
just
explaining
kind
to-
of grins
yeah,
at you and says, "Look, I'm getting paid enough that whichever way you want to go, we'll go."
Captain, if by your leave, take us around south. Let's come up from the south.
All right,
Fastest you can make it, but
11 days to a fortnight. Or no, is fortnight 20 days or 2 weeks?
Fortnight to 2 weeks.
That's what I thought.
2
Fortnight.
weeks. 14 days.
4 score. So a score is 20 years. Is 20 years. God damn it! I'm getting all messed up. Fuck it. You guys sail around south. Fuck off, Kevin. I've had a long day
the
at work.
puppy's face right now is ridiculous.
Yeah, I know.
Gotta
So-
clean him, I get it. Is
Yeah,
Luna not
otherwise
cleaning
they
them
won't
enough?
Stop crying, because Luna won't do it all the time.
Yeah, she knows she's got a
She's got 10 of
ditch in
them.
the
Yeah,
chair.
dude, she's gonna go chill by the pool while you clean her puppies.
Hey, doing
Oh,
she's
and
right.
I go and I catch. I mean, you're making rolls, but I catch our party up basically.
Yeah. So everyone, you're caught up. Do you have any addendums to Durian's plan?
No, I just
Nope,
say
I'm
wise
on a boat.
choice to the guy who decided to eat us rather than go overboard.
Right. Thanks. Okay, so. All right.
You sound so funny. Pay attention to me.
Feed
No,
me.
I'm in that
I
that's
think,
what
I,
you're
think, I
saying.
think it's bottle time soon.
All right. Cool. So you guys set sail, and why don't we take our second break?
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Alright, guys, we'll be back in 5 or so minutes for the last portion of our show tonight. Stay tuned.